As much as I'd love to have Professor Layton music in my videos, y'all know what time it is. It's that Glitch Check City town. How we doing, motherfuckers? Today's gonna be a good day. We got another beautiful motherfucking best of 3 for y'all. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. It is standard League of Legends. It's not fearless, so don't worry. That means there's a good chance we see the puppo. But hey, welcome to the Fury patch. Let's go over the patch notes real quick, just so you guys are caught up and ready to go. Let me just quickly super spam that shit, just so that people know we are the live this, you know. Alright, so for those new to the patch, welcome. Alright, there's gonna be a lot of cool shit here. Alright, there's some cool skins, but who cares a fuck about skins? Unless you care about skin roulette. If you care about skin roulette, then you are a Chad. But other than that, let's get into the meat and potatoes. We don't have to care about this. Alright, now LeBlanc is officially more of a MILF than she already was. So if you play LeBlanc, you're gonna have great kids in the future. If you don't play LeBlanc, start playing LeBlanc. I want to see more LeBlanc in the mid lane. Stop being a pussy ass Orianna player. Start playing LeBlanc. Thank you. Alright, next up. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh, wait, that's the like card game. Alright, who cares? Alright. This is important. We are nerfing the healing and mana regen on home guards. And you are going a lot slower. But you are healing up early game. You are healing a lot faster percentage wise. You're just not healing as much as you could. But it is a buff while it is a nerf at the same time. Alright, no more lane swaps. Let's go! Alright, Bran. Still useless. Darius. A little bit of a jungle nerf. Shit's kind of OP. Gwen. Q late game nerf. W better mid game. Alright, Ivern. More Morgana! So get ready to see this. Alright, well, Lily has 2 OP, so clearly no less bowling balls. Alright, Lulu, less aggressive. Because she got more cooldowns. So that means she can't be as OP. So you know, you lose 2 seconds on your W at rank 5. Which is kind of cringe. And you lose quite a bit of damage. You lose 10 damage from level 1. And 100... You lose 15 max damage and 10 minimum damage. So that's kind of huge. That's a 25 damage nerf to Lulu. Alright. Here's what the meat and potatoes of this patch is. This is the Ow patch. So if you like dogs, you're going to love this shit because she is now a playable champion. Alright. Damage to monsters, damage to monsters, damage to monsters, fix the bug, whatever. So now she a jungle. Because she was not playable at all before outside of mid lane if you could like dig cheese. Olaf, attack speed, but he doesn't build any. Passive damage increase. So if you're a child molester and you play this champion, good on you. Pick word. This is a buff for you. Other than that, no one else plays the champion. Shen, flat damage to structures. This is huge. This allows Shen to now do damage to turrets. A little more appropriately. Singe, still kind of useless. Trundle, still kind of useless. Volibear technically does more damage now. Because he has an empowered amp for bonus AD. Q damage increase, W damage adjust, E damage increase, R damage adjust. That's a buff while being a small nerf. That's a nerf. No. No, yeah, that E is a nerf. W is a nerf. Oh. Oh, 65%. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually bad. 65% bonus AP is horrible. And Q is just straight up buff. Alright, Yon. One of the most busted champions in the game. Let's see. That's a buff. That is a huge buff. Holy shit, that is a huge buff. What the fuck? No longer... Oh, that is a huge nerf. That is a huge nerf. Because it used to be, you can, like, just do anything on your own. Like, play with your dick and, like, you're just free to escape and shit. And that's just, like, crazy. Alright, Yorick rework. If you haven't seen the Twitter post of the guy who plays Yorick, who's basically Yorick's like serial masturbator, go check it out. Just type Yorick on Twitter and you'll see the guy doing the TLDR better than this because this looks too complicated. Now back onto items. So we're changing up how Catalyst of the Aeons works. So we're buffing the shit out of it. So I went from Ruby Sapphire 600 to Ruby. Okay, so you're getting 150 extra gold. You're getting 75 extra mana. Total gold cost is unchanged. So now you just get better components for buying it. Instead of having to pay 600 gold, you get that extra health component. 7 to 10% damage is insane. Umbral Glaive is cool, but the ward cooldown being double what it used to be kind of sucks. And that's pretty much the patch. If you like Nefiri or pedo-bait champions, this is the patch for you. But other than that, yeah, there's not much else going down. Hey, Jodas, are you around? Jodas! Jodas-kun! Give me a second. Let me ping his ass. Jodas-kun! Jodas-kun! I am alive, don't know. Alright. Send a message to a boy Jodas. Just so we can get that stream together. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my patch breakdown. And for the Yorick changes, literally just go watch the TLDR that the Yorick mains talk about. If you really want to learn how to play Yorick. Because apparently it's like super fucking sex. I've played like 10 games of Yorick before the... I played maybe 50 games of Yorick before the rework. And I played maybe 10 games of Yorick after the rework. So, I'm not an appropriate source of information, you know? Now, if ever they rework my boy Alistar, crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Alright. Mr. Jojo-kun should be getting out of his custom soon. They said 7:30. I can't. You wouldn't want me on your arena team anyways, man. I haven't played League of Legends in so long. Where's Jonas at? Give me a second. Back to Twitch. Yo, frérot. Oh. Did we, Oh. Okay. Wait, did we already start the stream together, Fig? Did I forget? Am I stupid? Sorry, Jonas, can you send it back? I'm stupid. Yeah, okay. My bad, bro. Apologies. I'm sorry, XD. Alright. Apologies, guys. I did not have my dashboard open. I just had my my fucking, what's it called? My Oh shit! Yo, Jonas with the Prime subscription, my man. Thank you, fam. It means so much, man. Shit, man. I'm getting that much closer to being able to afford McDonald's French fries. That's crazy. All right. Oh. I am the River King. All right, it's time to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Okay, let me reboot. Let me try something real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me just a quick second. Alright. It should work now because I just created a custom and I left it and it looked like it was working properly. So normally we should be good to go. Yep. Okay, perfect. Alright. Yay, it works. Yay, it works. Alright. Well, some good music. Shadas, did you start the shared chat or whatever? Unless I'm stupid, I don't see it. I know there's technically not much going on in my chat at all, but it'd be fun to have messages to read during the game. Alright, you guys know what time it is. The draft is already up, ladies and gentlemen. So give me just a quick second. I'm gonna throw that over there. Let's see. Are we doing things correctly? Hey! Hey! It's working, Desu! Let's go! Alright. Well, we got the draft screen up and running for you guys whenever y'all's ready. Oy. Oh, shit. Sheesh. Alright, sorry if you hear me typing. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da. Alright, I'm just gonna go get a drink real quick before we get the draft started, because it looks like people are still placing themselves, so give me just a quick second, it won't be too long. You guys can start the draft, don't worry about it. I've got it all in my ears, I can hear everything. My stupid if I not find my drink. Hey, we found a Gatorade. Just in time for work. Let's see. Ah, hasn't started anyways. Oh. Nightbot being evil? That's crazy. Yeah, posting links is pretty taboo, brother. Ugh. Wrong draft? Am I on the wrong draft? Okay. Well. Okay, well, looks like we got a little late to the banning phase because we were set the wrong draft. New York banned because of the rework. Apparently he is too OP. We got MF, Ari, Seraphine, Seraphine, Siver, Sidra, SSS. All the S's. And here on Flextra side, we locked in Vayne and Melio as the scaling answer to the Caitlyn. Let's see what we end up pairing the Caitlyn with. The Nami is a good pairing with her. Good sustain, decent damage, and pretty annoying for the Melio to deal with. So let's see if we get to it. Alright, we lock in Poppy here on the side of Love It with the Nami. So now we got good jungle, we got good bot lane, and it looks like Flextra is going to mimic the same thing. We're going to get the Maokai locked in here. Some good scaling, proper teamfight disengage, and long range engage options available here for Flextra. Now let's get into the second round of bans. ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be betting the Mundo. Still, OP as fuck top lane champion. If you ever played against it, you know how cancer it is to play into it, so... we're going to be banning Ornn. So, just nuking the top lane pool. Alright, Silas here being taken away. It's smart, because, I mean, there's a Maokai, and Silas with Maokai health, kind of OP. But Vayne Emilio are kind of useless for Silas in terms of ults. I mean, if Silas needs like a QSS, I guess it could be useful, but normally you don't want to waste the Silas ultimate on like 100 HP. They normally want to take the damage because you have your own skeleton. We're going to be betting Zac. Okay, that's very interesting. Would have thought it would have been like a Zac jungle style angle, but they already picked Maokai, they already picked Poppy, and Zac players hate Poppy. But I guess if the shoe fits, just wear it, right? Alright, here we go. Okay, well, we're going with the very scaled damage. The late game Vayne, the late game Orianna. We're looking to get stuff done. It looks like we are locking in Malphite here. Okay, so let's confirm the Poppy jungle here, because Poppy normally a super good flex pick, but the blind pick Malphite. Wonder what we're going to answer with. Good to get onto the Orianna, and technically just a pain for the Vayne to deal with, even though she does have true damage. Losing all her attack speed when hitting the Malphite is a little bit annoying. And we're going to be locking in Aurora. Okay, so we got more of like the, we're going to dive your ass kind of comp here from the side. I love it. And let's see if we draft any disengage, because I have a feeling this Maokai is going to build the Andres. It's just going to be a Scion into Malphite matchup. I don't think there's much to see here. It's going to be tank on tank, booty bashing. And yeah, bam, 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 bam. Gnar? What? Wait. Nah, I'm still seeing Scion in the spectate. Oh, I guess they're talking about like Gnar and stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, technically speaking, you can play Gnar into Malphite. You just have to know how to manage your mini really well, because you will just die if you play badly. We've seen it go both ways on this stream, so it's not 100% a sold matchup, you know, but it's kind of like the Cassante-Gwen matchup, you know. Sometimes it's supposed to be Gwen favored, but sometimes it just looks Cassante favored, you know. Especially if Cassante gets a lead early. All right, the players are in position, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. It's time for that ad break. Thank you for bearing with my fat ass. Give me a nice little 90 seconds of juicy motherfucking ads. Reminder, you can always subscribe to ignore the ads, or you can just watch them and be the Giga Chad you were meant to be. So let's talk about the team comps here while we wait. Let's see, sorry. Alright. Let's talk about the team comps. So on the side of Love It, we've got good mid game into like less amazing late game. But on the side of Flextra, we have an insane amount of late game with almost nothing till the 20-minute mark. Vayne's gonna be useless. Orianna gets a bit of a power spike at 6. But Aurora is just a better champion throughout pretty much the entire game. And Malphite and Sion, it's just two pieces of rock slapping each other. Like, this is all we're gonna see. There's literally no action. And Maokai versus Poppy, I mean, Poppy should have some prowess. The Twisted Advance doesn't get punished by the heroic presence by the Poppy itself. So we'll have to see if we see a top to bot scuttle trade into I think Poppy could get better grub prio with an Aurora than Maokai could with an Orianna. I'll be honest here, this is what I'm feeling. But you never know. Also, we never know if it's gonna be the Comet style AP tank Malphite, or if it's just gonna be regular Chunkadunk Malphite or Frozen Heart first Malphite. Because Sion does kind of hate having negative attack speed. He kind of relies on, you know, not playing into a Frozen Heart. Because he can't build attack speed anyways. And if he builds non-tank, he literally just gets one-shot by a Bramble Vest. That's how squishy he is if he's not playing tanky. But we'll have to see if the Sion's able to farm properly to be able to get a good amount of extra HP. Because there's no real easy way of dealing with this Sion on the side of Love It. And I doubt Aurora is picking up a Leandries. So Sion should technically have a pretty good game. Alright, let's get back into the league client. Alright. Welcome back from the ads, ladies and gentlemen. If you had a beautiful time watching the ads, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Reminder for the state of professional integrity, there is a 3-minute spectator delay between the game happening and us spectating the game, so make sure you go get your water, your popcorn, and whatever you need to enjoy the game. And yeah, that's about all there is to it. So we'll be in the game very shortly. Oh. Sorry for the yawns. Literally just started my day. Was having a bit of an off day. Kind of felt tired. I've been binging Shokugeki no Soma for the YouTube channel. And we just started season 2, so I gotta write my season 1 review. Yeah, there's a lot of Gucci Pamucci stuffs, you know. But team comp wise, if we don't go into the uber late game and the Vayne isn't super fed, or like super well protected, I think that Lovett can possibly look to take this game. It really just depends on how the Aurora and the Poppy play this game, to be fair, because if the Oriana and Vayne kind of just have free roam on this game, then there's no win condition here on the side of Lovett. Because while Malphite is great, kind of falls off into this amount of magic damage. Because Maokai, Oriana, Melio, it starts to add up. So we'll see. Gonna need a bit of MR if Sion gets a Sunfire game. But I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Sion build a Hollow Radiance. There you go. I'm gonna mute the music real quick because we are heading into the in-game transition, ladies and gentlemen. So give it a second. We're gonna be switching off in the next like 5-ish second arenas. Here we go. What do we got in game number 1's edition of the Skin Roulette? Keep in mind, this is best of 3 standard League of Legends. No fearless in the GGL. So let's see what we get up to here in the games. Let's make sure we got the screen showing. Alright, we got Odyssey Malphite, Cafe Cuties, Poppy, Aurora, Battle Academia, Caitlyn, Program Nami, Rain Shepherd, Emilio, Project Vayne, DRX, Maokai, Mecha Scion, and Oriana. Looks like we are going to be having some fun. So it looks like it is going to be common Malphite. We do have the 4 teleports, double lethal tempo, double barrier, exhaust versus heal in the bot lane, double airy. Interestingly enough, we went with the Phase Rush here, Maokai, and Aurora deciding to be a little bit more aggressive in the early game with the Electrocute over the Arcane Comet. So we are going to look at probably a little bit more kill potential in this early game. So we don't have JoJo piloting the Vayne. He's a pretty good 80 carry player. So can he scale it up and get his team one of them fat W's, you know?
Disconnected.
Report Aurora, no skin. Yeah. 100%. Alrighty. We are into the games. Like I said, we're going to be getting an offensive start here from the side of Lovett. Now, what we see very often with Malphite players here in competitive is the mismanagement of the mana bar. Look. We get it. You want to start Q. You want to stack up. But just start your E instead. It's better. You take better trades because of it. It costs less mana. You're technically more efficient on your mana. And you're dealing damage to the wave. So you're getting more out of it than you would if you just started Q. Shard of the Mana Lift. Great. Like the rock slide thing. Great. But it's just too expensive early unless you're itemizing into a Frozen Shroud or some kind of like Fimbulwinter style build. I just don't think it's appropriate. I really don't. Now it's cool and all. But we've seen a lot of Malphite players misplay the level 2 to 5. And then either just get greedy, lose a kill, be forced to burn their flash. Malphite, very safe laner early. He's got the shield, and as long as you're not AFK in the minion wave, Normally, you should be fine. Won't be too long. We are waiting on the reconnection of the Scion. Yeah, Zeus. Oh, wait, we casted Zeus already, no? Was he playing on a different team? Jodas, can you confirm this? I think I've already cast. We've already done a multicast, I think, where Zeus was playing top lane, but this doesn't feel like the same team he was playing with. Okay. I could have sworn I casted him like last week. That's so weird. I'm getting the weirdest sense of deja vu. I'll probably have to go dig the archives. By the way, for those interested, even if you are watching the Jodas POV, if you feel like rewatching the whole series tomorrow, 10 a.m. on my channel, I'll have the full VOD uploaded for you guys with the English play-by-play. I know, je sais que je parle pas français, je m'excuse, mes amis. Oh! Fair, okay, thank you, Mr. Geeky. That's where I saw him from. But yeah, je sais que je parle pas français, mon commentaire en français serait pas assez adéquat pour vous là, mais si vous voulez me donner une chance, you know, I feel like my English play-by-play is pretty damn decent.
A summoner has disconnected.
Alright, looks like we're finally getting a reconnection. It's 4 minutes in, so if you see a minor screen freeze for a little bit, it is normal. Nothing we can do about it. Expected or delay. We'll kind of try and translate the lag fix, kind of like in DK64. But yeah. Shout outs to Mr. Geeky for answering the question so fast here in the chat. What a Geeky chat. Man, the love it, the love you community is like so nice. They're polite, they answer quickly, they're informative, they're not toxic. Yeah. Why did you guys not show up earlier? Yeah. Yeah, I remember. The Wanderers versus Project X. Alright, looks like we got the ready check for Love It. So we should be getting the unpause fairly soon. But keep in mind, because this has been a decently long pause, there might be a decent screen freeze. The screen is not broken. The stream is not down. This is normal in the spectator delay. You don't see it in pro play because they have the power to skip with like magical editing. Alright. So you will see the screen freeze. It is absolutely normal, but it looks like we get a bot side group up here for the side of a bot side group up here for the side of Flextra. And it looks like we have started double moss upper ceiling. The Poppy not taking a health pot is interesting, but we got a defensive start from the Scion as expected with the grass start. And it looks like it's just a 5-man power defense in case of an invade. I mean, I get it that Poppy Aurora is good, but is it enough to justify an invade? Because, I mean, it's a Malphite, and Malphite's kind of dead content. But it looks like Bax is going to get a free ward. No, he's made an advancement into the river, and now he is with Natsu. And they are looking to get a ward on chickens. No, okay, yeah, we're going in. We're going to get the ward. Power doesn't know any better. And it looks like we are going to spot, the mid laners are going to spot each other. And a ward on the chickens has also been placed. Bax able to proc his passive. Refix has to be a little bit careful here, taking a decent amount of damage from early on the Melio vein, but both these enchanters have an insane amount of sustain. So don't really have to worry. It looks like we did start the queue on Malphite, unfortunately. Let's hope that mana management is a little bit more sugoi than it has been in previous series. And so by the early level 2 here for backs, but we're just straight up farming. Not much action to be told. I don't know if you guys watched the LCK this morning, but damn, I was expecting a long broadcast. That shit was so quick. I blinked, it was over. So Sion should naturally have the push against Malphite. As long as Sion has mana, should be fine. Looks like we have info on the Poppy from Chickens, so the bot lane can play a little bit more aggressively if they want on the side of Jojo Flex and Zuruk. Okay, Bag's taking a lot of bad trades. His HP is almost all down though. Power is already out of pots. Looking a little down on mana compared to Bag's health bar. Guidon here just trying to get some CS. Looks like we went for a stroll in the river. And Zeus now a little low on mana. Just hit the level 4, so we'll be hitting a delayed level 6. Figure in the river, just trying, and Zuruk not gonna go down. He has the Cozy Campfire coming out here, and Jojo Rex is able to put out a decent amount of damage. Is 1v2ing, but has to be careful about the traps and the potential bushes. Okay, we're flashing the weirding, and brother here also forced to respond with his own flash. So we trade the jungle flash for the mid lane flash, and brother unfortunately not getting a good 90 caliber net versus the Maokai here, forced to take a flash. Looks like we got a last chapter start here for the Orianna. The turtle port has been channeled. Just slowly making her way to the lane. Thankfully, this Maokai understands how to play Maokai and isn't gonna build a B. The super mega hamster kick, and to deal a little bit of damage to graphics, but he's got a decent amount of mana. Also, the Poppy is a bot lane. But there is a ward in a try thanks to Zuruk, so they should be safe even if Poppy was lurking around. Looks like Poppy is going to take a recall also by the Bombi Center. So are we going to see double Sunfire starts? That would be interesting. A little bit of a CS lead here is developing in the mid lane. We decided to opt for boots instead of mana. And a little bit of say Natsu is going to put a ping, is going to find the ward, but Bladel here gonna be forced to use the channel, the barrier, and Jojo Flex gonna be in a little bit of danger. That's gonna be first blood going over to Refix. The Super Mega Fire Kick is gonna hit Natsu, so Zuruk should be able to get out without having to use his flash. But back here, taking a pretty big trade, almost died there. But that is the level 6 first on backs, so he's got to try. And that is going to be the Between Worlds KO here for backs. In the mid lane, a nice solo bolo. Not going to be able to shove the wave in. And I do not believe it is a cannon wave. No, it doesn't look like a cannon wave. Nope. Just a standard wave, so Orianna gonna miss a little bit of CS if we're able to push that wave in, and we are able to push that wave in. So, looking at the money, no me, we got ourselves a nice little 500 gold lead, and red team was able to take the dragon. We got the nature's grass here. Brother is gonna be in a little bit of danger. Gonna get twisted advance into bramble smash, and there's not gonna be much that we can do about that. And yeah. Now the Vayne off to a good start. There's a little bit of a CS lead. Has an extra kill. Okay. Ooh. The trades are heavy here in the mid lane as we are trading Qs. Caitlyn going the Yun-Tao build. Nice. I hate seeing Collector versus tanks. It makes no sense. But it looks like we've got 4 bombing cinders here. It's kind of crazy. So it looks like Sunfire is gonna be the start here for both junglers and probably both top laners. We'll have to see. We have vision on the grubs here for the side of Flextra. Alright, looks like Yudun wants to take a recall, has about 1,000 extra gold. And Maokai is the first to make it to grubs. But Zuruk is going to find, Bobby is going to come in, just going to walk in and steal the buff. And that's gonna be a denial, but the hammer on 2 is gonna allow the Poppy to just properly disengage. So good job by Natsu to at least make sure that 1, he survives. That was a beautiful ultimate, and 2, yeah, I don't know if JoJo wins that fight, but that is gonna be 1-0, still in favor of DME. The objective, the final hour has been casted, but Rafix is making his way. And yeah, unfortunately, Caitlyn is going to use the I want to cheat button by calling in her support. I think still there was a chance that Brother was going to win the 1v1 anyways, but the exhaust W and the barrier kind of making sure that Caitlyn wins in the 1v2. Now building up a decent little lead and taking multiple plates. Looks like we probably almost have the item here for the Zeus and Gidun looking to take a recall. The Unstoppable Force is available, and Zeus doesn't have much mana, so maybe if we want to look to make a play, but no. Looks like there's going to be enough HP here to not be able to make much of a difference. Back's going to take a pretty big command attack to the face, and probably looking at an all-in style play. But the flashes are back up here in the mid lane, so Natsu now back in the bot side. That's Orianna now on 30%. We have the Between Worlds ultimate. I think Bex is going to look for a play, maybe. If we land another Q. Okay, we've got the Between Worlds being channeled, but the Shockwave, the Flash, Shockwave Anticipation to win the 1v1. Natsu there to clean up afterwards, but clean play by the Orianna. We've got Nature's Grasp. The bubble's gonna miss, but we're gonna land a triple man Shockwave, and Rafix is gonna get a nice, we're gonna get a nice trap here onto Maokai. Brother down to like almost negative HP. Yeah, looks like we've got quadruple Sunfire Caves being built here in game number 1. Faker gonna take a recall in the bush to get a little bit too greedy. The flash is almost available here for the Maokai. It looks like instead of taking a recall, we're just gonna make an advancements towards the dragon that has spawned. We got grubs here in a minute 30. With a flash over the wall to make sure that we get onto Refix. But Faker now alone against the Caitlyn. We got the Breath of Light coming in, and Bax is doing what he can, but Zuruk is taking a lot of damage. Jojo just making sure we're getting in. Poppy able to do some damage to Jojo. Can Jojo make it out? No, it looks like both of the members are going to be taken down, and that's a 3. That's a 1 for 2. Brother going down once again. But okay, Poppy might be in a little bit of trouble though. And yeah, with the power of the Melio, the Orianna able to just get a clean double kill there. And that's gonna be the dragon kind of taken away. Aurora here forced to recall. Still doesn't have her first item. And Wish is gonna make it back to the objective here on time. We've also got grub spawning in 10 seconds, so Poppy on the comeback is probably gonna look to should be pathing straight to grubs if I'm honest, but looking to take that red buff more than likely. It looks like Sunfire done by both junglers now. Should be also done by both top laners pretty soon. I think Sion is going to get his right now. Yep. Now we got the enhanced teleport here by Orianna in the mid lane to catch up as much of the wave, to catch as much as the wave as she can. The plate has gone down, and Zeus now with his Sunfire Cave. Yeah, one Malphite Q kind of means you miss a skill shot, you're not getting out of there. I'm surprised we're not going for the wave, because we're just losing like almost 2 waves. Okay. That's interesting. We kind of just lost a cannon in a wave. But here's Faker at the grubs now, taking this wood. Taking all 3 of these would secure the objective bounty. Sorry, not the objective bounty, but the feat of monster slaying. And now Power in a little bit of danger. But now without their mid laner, there is no shockwave. This will be a little bit hard to get done. We do have the unstoppable forces coming in, and the Maokai is going to be taken down. Zeus still has access to his flash, but is it going to be enough? No, Malphite and Poppy securing the displacement, and that should be another grub interruption here from the side of Lovett. So still going to be 2-0 in objectives. A nice bubble here onto Zuruk. The tidal wave's going off, but that's a big ultimate gone. And now the Rafix is defenseless. Brother just kind of gets run down. And that's gonna be a double kill here for Jojo Flex. Yeah, brother. Not having a good series so far. Line picked the Caitlyn into. Line picked the Caitlyn, got counter picked, and isn't winning the lane early, so. Caitlyn only loses the lane as the game goes, and now if we look at the money, no me, that's a Borg plus a bit of that extra funny money. It looks like we got some anti-heal being built here by the Caitlyn just to make sure we can try and get some stuff done. A recurve bow and the Blade of Rune King picked up here by Jojo Flex, and we got the echoes of Helia with the Dreammaker versus the Imperial Mandate and Dreammaker here on the side for Nami. Bax pretty fed. 5-1-2 on this Aurora. Only misplayed once. Only misplayed once in the second solo bolo, where Power anticipated the Between Worlds using his flash to make sure the shockwave lands. But yeah. Outside of that, if we look, yeah, there's about 1,000 gold disparity in the mid lane. I mean, if we're not able to kill this Vayne early in a team fight, she can just take over. Another Nature's Grasp. Brother, forced to use the flash. Nami now stuck, and she's going to be going down. We've got the Poppycopter taking Faker away, but Nami was kind of just turned into some jelly-filled donuts, and there's not much that you can do about it. And Zeus also now not caring about Malphite. Malphite not really doing any damage to Sion anymore. And Zeus already knows that he kind of won the lane. Okay, the Breath of Light coming out here. And that's gonna be a kill here. Brother now in trouble. And now Natsu trying to survive, but that's another double kill given over to the Vayne. What are we doing? Back X is gonna get caught out by Wishfaker. Forced to use his flash to try and disengage, but that's Natsu wasting his flash, trying to make something happen. And now this Vayne is 7-3. She got that money, no me. She's up a BF sword. You think you can kill the Vayne? You can't kill the Vayne. Now she's up a BF sword. And she's got the Melia, who's 0-10. Zuruk with the legendary Cozy Campfires and proper Fuego shields. And yeah, Aurora has a bounty. But if Aurora can't assassinate Vayne, what do you do? That's Hextech Soul Point over to the side of DME. Have you ever seen a Vayne with a Hextech Soul? That's a permanent static shift red buff on the entire enemy team. My brother in Christ, no one wants to deal with that shit. It's already annoying enough. So we got the Liandry's coming in here, buybacks. But is it going to be enough? The Maokai and Sion are making a really nice front line. I think Sion's on like 3,200 health with just one HP item so far. One completed HP item. Looks like we're gonna be getting the feats of strength here for the side of Lovett, as we could not defend the turret. But it's kind of expected. Caitlyn with any grubs getting near turret. Gidun here might be forced to use the Malphite ultimate, but we used... Yeah, we used the... Yeah. Okay, well, we invested the Sion ult into the Malphite, and Malphite's just like... Okay. Alright. Sion's just gonna teleport into the mid lane, looking at brother. Zuruk is there on the flank, and Jojo Flex is here to back him up. And now we've got the winning buybacks, but we're taking a lot of damage. Brother. Ooh, brother getting taken down to like 30%. Bax does have the Between Worlds if he wants to try and close it. Natsu's trying to close the gap, but he just can't find it. And it looks like Rift Herald's gonna be taken by DME, ladies and gentlemen. So we traded turret. For Rift Herald. And now Gidun doesn't have the ability to get away. Actually, maybe he does. He can flash over the wall. Oh, but we are gonna flash in the straight line against a Malphite, against a Maokai ultimate. No! And yeah, Gidun gonna get punished for Giduning it out. Okay, we got the Between Worlds here from Aurora. This assassination attempt is important, but we can't get to Zuru. He is gonna go down thanks to the Poppy, but the Poppy almost goes down. Okay, so you killed Emilio, but you couldn't kill the Vayne. Nah, it's game one. Oh, all right. Jojo's just dead here. Yeah, a little bit of a tumble and a fumble. Just Rafix here forced to flash as he sees Oriana. But so far, a slight, very slight gold lead here to the side of Lovett. Though I'd be scared because that's a 2-item vein. And the team fight from the side of Lovett did not look clean. Zuluk doing his best as Melio to push a turret, but Melio does negative damage. So is it going to be able to take the objective himself? Storm Surge picked up here for Oriana, so we're really just looking to assassinate people. Natsu already with the Force of Nature. Get that movement speed through the amount of crazy slows that there are on the side of Lovett. Looks like Unending Despair is going to be Maokai's next purchase, and I think we're going Sundered Sky here on Poppy for the third item. So I'm just getting more and more health. I think at the 4,000 something mark. Oh, Caitlyn, brother, with a nice build over Peacemaker over the wall. It was a blind build over Peacemaker, but Power might be in trouble now. Gets Heroic Presence into backs into the wall, and yeah, that's just gonna be the end of this Oriana. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose Dragon Soul here because they're gonna more than oh never mind. We're taking Otacon. But we're able to get the mid-outer. Still pretty good tower, but trading it for Otacon, I'm not too sure about that. It's pretty bloody, so... This is a Ruinous Otacon, but we are summoning the Herald, taking a tier 2 in the top lane. And we've got the ability to maybe take a tier 3. The recalls are still pretty slow. As Sion is going to be crashing in. Got the wave, but it's not going to be enough. Let's see if we can get anything more. Looks we got the Cozy Campfire. Looks like we're getting on the Jojo Flex. And we got the Breath of Light and everything. And Jojo Flex is still alive. We got the Nature's Grasp, but there is no Oriana to speak of right now. Rafik's going to get taken down and backs. It doesn't have the damage, but he starts turning things around, but things are looking ugly, and Jojo gonna be able to survive. Faker almost taking the 1v2 against Caitlyn and Malphite. That's overall gonna be a pretty good win here for the side of DME, securing almost that inhibitor turret and really just closing the gold gap. But once again, look at the vein. She's got even more money. And now she's getting together, I think, a terminal, or is that a Wit's End? A Kraken Slayer? What is that? I'm not sure. I'm so confused with how you build on hit items nowadays, because I don't really play that much League. So Melio not getting his second item though. Yeah, it is a little bit concerning. Caitlyn slowly catching up, still about 1,000 gold down. But what scares me is how tanky Maokai was. Almost winning versus brother and Gidun. Here Natsu looking to find a play. Oh, wow. Okay. Jojo almost taking a 1v3 kill onto brother. If it wasn't for Natsu, Caitlyn would have died. But the Caitlyn started to deal a little bit more damage. We swapped the Berserker Greaves for the plated steel caps, understanding that we need a little bit more defensive maneuvers. Yeah, Sion just chilling, man. Mappa doesn't do any damage to him. Yeah. But Bax is starting to get pretty rich. Down a little bit in CS, but yeah, there's no winning this trade in the top lane. Ooh. Ooh, Bax gonna get another nice solo bolo. Ooh, that is a nice kill though. And now we're finding Natsu. Gotta be a little bit careful, but that's JoJo with a power play there, being able to kill the Aurora. You know, once he gets an Amara item, I don't think Aurora is gonna be able to one-shot him. But we've got Hextech Soul in a minute, and if that Soul goes over to the Vayne and the Scion, well, just honestly goes over to anyone, it's a little bit annoying. We are gonna take the tier 2 inner in the mid lane. Days should be able to just walk away, but it looks like we're taking an uncontested Baron Nashor. But now we just see them. We get the Unstoppable Force. A nice Maokai ultimate. And we get the Maokai and the Scion ultimate plus the Scion flash. JoJo Flex in a little bit of danger here, but that's going to be Gidun getting basically just one shot by the Orianna, and now JoJo popping off in the backline, brother going down, and the Poppy Copter is going to be enough, but, oh. Okay, that's a team fight win for, that's a nice team fight win here for the side of DME. Poppy is close, but can we get back in time to stop this this Hextech Soul? We'll have to see. It's gonna be close. It should be a guaranteed confirm. Okay, Maokai gonna be able to kill Bax. And, well, that is an objective secure here for the side of, Lovett. It's good to make sure to take away that soul. But Vayne is getting very scary. It has 3.5 items. And another 1,000 gold. Things are getting very scary here for the side of Lovett. Seeing how easily Vayne was able to deal with the Poppy. Now when we're gonna have the looks like Faker has started up the Baron Nashor. We're at the LDR here built. That's a little dumb. Why do we build LDR instead of Mortal Reminder on Caitlyn? That anti-heal is now like literally useless. The Baron is getting very low. That's gonna be the smite coming over from Faker. And that's it. Now JoJo doing his best to survive, but he's gonna get pushed against the wall, and that's gonna be a team fight win here for the side of Lovett, though we do deny the Baron. We don't really have a wave to end the game with. 30 seconds isn't gonna be enough. So we're just gonna look to push out the waves and maybe get the... We're probably just getting that inhibitor though, at the end of the day. But that is the 4 item mark now on the Vayne. We are getting to the very scary territory. Beautiful response though by JoJo to interrupt the wall smash on Poppy. Thought he would have died much sooner, but that is a middle inhibitor taken. This Aurora does a lot of damage though. Melio though on 3 items is kind of huge. Ravik's not having the best game on Nami. But if we can peel for JoJo, he's definitely got the damage to get stuff done. And because Caitlyn bought the Mortal Reminder instead, bought the LDR instead of the Mortal Reminder, she kind of has 800 of wasted gold in her inventory. Oh, okay. Azuruk taking a lot of damage even through his shield here. That's what, 6,000 HP for Zeus? Yeah, that's a little crazy. Okay, we're fighting him for the dragon that's coming out in a minute. Oriana now working towards that Seekers. Yeah, Malphite just getting whittled away. Okay. And we got the teleport here from Bax. And now Zeus should just be able... Oh, no minion wave. Malphite is at least able to clear that minion wave. Bax looking for a play here. Gonna get caught out. And he's gonna get caught out. And now that's the damage here on Lovett. And it's gone. And now, no one to stop JoJo. And yeah, you can't flash an auto attack. And that's gonna be Zeus taking the turret. Not just getting on Gidun. And yeah, they don't really have any damage. That's gonna be the Hextech Soul though. Zeus should be fine. Yeah, that's the Hextech Soul here. Just grabbing up as many stacks as he can. We're working towards some turrets. And that's a team fight win here for the side of DME. Plus, we're gonna get a few turrets with that. An inhibitor turret, the mid lane inner, the bot lane outer. That's just some good money at this point in the side with a 2,000 gold lead. Just kind of able to just walk through all the bullshit. JoJo's got 3,200 gold, so... Alright, looks like JoJo has enough for his last item. That's a 2-item gap. That is a fully bought Jack Show. Instantly. That's If you ask me, that's kind of crazy. Okay, we've got the Scion ultimate. The choo-choo train of death is going. Bot lane. They start pushing. He's got his Titanic. How much HP is Zeus at? 7,000 HP. All right. Zeus did use up his. Should just focus on getting some stacks. Well, maybe his team can come save him. But brother. Yeah, Banks is gonna get solo killed in the top lane by Power. Just gets caught out, and Natsu now in trouble. He's gonna go down as well. And we've got a wave coming in. Faker is just so tanky, it just doesn't matter. And that's gonna be good here. Forced to flash backwards. And JoJo's just gonna be able to take the turret. And now we're getting in. And yeah, I mean, this is a 5-item Vayne. She's got technically 2.5 defensive items. Power able to take that inhib in the top lane. And yeah, that's gonna be another Baron kind of just thrown to the wind. Love its only damage source. See, the Caitlyn had to sell her Executioner's Calling when she could have just bought Mortal Reminder and saved 800 gold. She would have had her BT already, if that was the case. And that is another. That's another Baron going the way of the Goon Squad. Thornmail picked up. We've got probably a red pot. Yep, red pot picked up here for Vayne. And now we got the Zonias. And we're almost fully built on the Scion as well. Which is kind of crazy. We're now building some AP on the Melio. Probably trying to get towards that Dawn Core. Would be a little bit insane in the membrane if you ask me. Melio ends up being full build, that'd be insane. Okay, Aurora also picking up the Seeker's Arm Guard. Alright, so far we're just A-ramming while the waves are being pushed in. Zay is taking a little bit of magic damage, doesn't really have any MRs, and the Aurora is doing a good chunk to him. Zeus has so much HP, he's naturally healing 28 HP a second. Okay, we got a nice shockwave, but we used the ultimate here onto the tank. Rapix getting gunned down, flashes once again, but for little to no reason, Natsu gonna be able to get onto JoJo, but JoJo is a tank at this point of the game, so it just doesn't matter. And now JoJo gonna find Brother, and Brother gonna be going down. Gidun also gonna be going down. We got the unstoppable force. It's gonna be enough. Now Zay's gonna be able to live. He's not going down. And now we have Power in the top lane, getting more advantage. And that's just going to be the end of the game. DME taking convincing game 1 from the side of the matchup. We're going to match point, baby. Going to match point already. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, so what did we learn? Ban the vein. Ban the vein. If you're going to leave the vein open, at least pick something that's good into it. Caitlyn is not the answer in the vein, especially if you build an anti-heal item, then end up selling it, so you're like 2 items behind the entire game. Shit's kind of crazy. Alright, as we get ready for game number 2, let's get that music back up and running. La, da, 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 da. While we wait on the draft link to drop, I'm just going to mute Mike real quick because I'm going to be typing and eating a few chips. So I don't want to give you guys that nom nom ASMR, you know? Pour ceux-là qui sont intéressés, au Super C, classique et barbecue, sélection, 99 sous. C'est you as fuck. Pas besoin de payer 9 $ pour un sac de chips, yo. C'est de l'arnaque! 99 sous, des beaux petits sacs de chips au Super C. Alright. So we got the draft link up and ready. Bam Bam Booey! As friendly reminder, this shit is goated. But I'll eat more during the delay. Alright, here we go! Finally. Alright, let's see, what do we got? We got Yorick. Oh, okay. So Flextra banning the Caitlyn felt like it was an issue. I don't know. I feel like brother kind of fucked up. That mistake of not buying the Mortal Reminder kind of like just put him behind for the rest of the game. Because he would have had the money for the BT, and maybe with the BT money and stuff, maybe he could have done a little bit more because he would have been at the 4-item mark. This was just first picking the Melio as a sort of like style denial pick. We had it last game here on DME, but oh, I like this. Love it, logging in. Twitch. Good. Enchanter Assassinator. Okay. We'll get to Twitch Lulu. That's a really powerful bot lane, especially towards the later parts of the game. Love it, understanding that they hadn't drafted much late game. And oh, I guess BB stands for brother. Makes sense. I guess I'll call him that. Alright, we're logging in Jhin. I don't like this. I like Jhin into Twitch, but I don't like Jhin with Melio, because like, I mean, love it if they just pick a tank here, like if they just build a front line here, the Jhin kind of just becomes useless. Okay, we get the Mundo, so that's the first part of the strong front line. Running back the Maokai here for Flextra. It worked super well. Okay. The Aurora from Bex was pretty damn powerful. Okay, so we banned the Oriana, the Silas, the Aurora, the Narm. We got ourselves a Mumu. So we've got a really good front line here for this Twitch Lulu. And so far, I'm not liking the comp on Flextra. I love the Melia, I love the Maokai. Okay, we got the Gwen. So we got one way. Oh, never mind. So pivoting off Gwen to get the Ord. Okay, so we're building our own front line here to peel for Jhin. But the biggest problem is that Jhin has 4 bullets. Mundo's gonna have more than 4 like fucking rectangles on his HP bar. And there ain't no way that Mundo's getting one shot by a Jhin. What? It's Garen mid? Let's go! Let's go! Power shown with the Giga Chat play, just locking in that Garen mid lane, ladies and gentlemen. Insane! Now, what are we gonna wrap up this Love and Composition with? We do need a mage, but a mage into Garen? Whew! Kinda scary. Aurora's a good answer, but it was banned away. Silence, good answer, but it was banned away. Okay, I mean, Hui's got the fear. He's got the fear. He's got the slows. Maybe we can make something happen. Maybe. Just maybe, you know? Alright, like I said, we got the ready check from BB. Alright, while we wait for the game to start, I'm going to run a small ad break for you Giga Chatterinos. And we'll be back when the game starts. Okay, gonna mute mic while we do the champion select. I'll be right back.
Well, I finished my chips. Got about a minute left before we get into the game. I'm out of G-Raid, so let me go get a drink, Roni. Sorry, I'm reading some hella delicious tea in my friend's Discord. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm back. Forgot to unmute the mic. In order for Lovett to take a W in this series, we're gonna have to see some better team fighting, because the team fighting we saw wasn't very clean, and because it wasn't clean, well, you know, yeah. I need to see a little bit more love. And now we got that Choo-Choo or DRX Maokai, Warren Kingdoms, Garrett, Bitmaker, Shin, Rain, Shepherd, Emilio, Winter, Winter, Lulu, Ice King, Twitch, Winter, Blessed Way, Pumpkin, Prince of Moon, and Mr. Moondoverse. We got ourselves 3 teleports. Damn, that was fast. I didn't even have time to finish my fucking summary. Goddamn, 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 goddamn. Alright, looks like Garen got that phase rush. We got running that ghost. Looking to really just, you know, fucking hamdulillah the shit out of his opponents. Alright, looks like we got the same bot side defensive strats here from the side of Lovett from game number 1. Looks like we got standard 5-point here from the side, DME. I got Lovett and DME confused. But yeah, DME just running the same kind of early bush strat. This time, they're going for a bit of an invade. They got the flash, forced wall. Okay, fake. Okay. That's a very aggressive play by the Maokai. Maokai's starting W is insane.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, looks like Natsu and Gidun gonna try and get something done. And BB here almost gonna get caught out in the Deadly Flourish. But it looks like we're just gonna get some information on the camp. And yeah, here we are at the start. So Garen gonna probably look to do the Crittler build, though. Oh, give me a sec. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot to mute the in-game music. Sorry, the out-of-game music. Yeah, so far BB been isolated from the wave. And yeah, Power just gotta look the farm up. The Garen crit changes came in quite a while ago, so we're not gonna see as much super OP brain dead. I one-shot you in the wave kind of Garen that we would normally see if we saw it like maybe 4 months ago. BB here gonna dodge another nice deadly flourish by JoJo. Really putting on them smooth moves. Has to redeem himself for his failure of a performance in the last game. Zeus and Gidun are basically just gonna be trading grass procs. And Jojo here, just always investing that 4th shot onto BB. Making sure that he does the most amount of damage with the least amount of interactions. Oh, Power not gonna have the easiest early game, but you know, once he gets a pair of Swifties or Merc Treads, should probably just be being chilling, you know. But we might still just see the Berserker Greaves. Ooh, Jojo gonna be missing out on a few minions here, but still denying BB quite a bit of CS. Okay, Natsu here looking for a gang, not spotted on vision. We got the Rat Piss coming out. Zuruk caught out here, but the Lulu is very low. That's gonna be first blood. Give it over. And that's, yeah, so we trade Faker here for Rafix. And it's the junglers that take a kill each. So Maokai here forced to go a little bit of AP. And yeah, that's gonna be Flex here taking a pretty free KO here onto the Amumu. Double buffs refreshed. And that's gonna be very good. Zuruk has to be a little bit careful. He is in assassination range. But Flex here has still the 4 pots he started off with, so should be fine. Oh, Zeus missing that cannon. He's gonna feel that one. Is a little bit up on a Gidundo. Looks like we are gonna put a ward to find out where Natsu is here in the jungle. Looks like we are probably just going Collector first. It could be Collector, it could be IE first. It really doesn't tell us. We'll know by the second item if it's not a crit cloak, because IE and Collector have the same build path except for the fact that it's a serrated Dirk instead of a BF sword. This is 200 gold difference, and then there's a combined cost difference here coming in. But so far, Bax doing a good job. Is up a level, well, up a partial level. Flex here looking to find Rafix. Okay, Rafix taking a lot of damage here. Has to be careful because Flex is going to be the first one in the bot lane to hit 6. Yeah, taking a recall is a smart idea here. And now Zeus and Gidun just, you know, doing what top laners do. Being top laners. Alright, looks like we're gonna be first to the objective. And when we're gonna take a recall, he also going EP. I don't like that the Mumu is also building Oleandries. But it makes a little bit of sense, but I just don't like it. Okay, it looks like Zeus has a very slight XP lead over Power, even though he's up multiple waves, so just shows you how fucked up experience is. But it is going to be the grub for Drake trade. Hextech Dragon, so it means we cannot have a Hextech Soul this game, which was fundamentally insane. Natsu here gonna be finding Zeus. Yeah, I don't think Zeus should stay. I think it's Dangeratito. But yeah. Rafix getting hit over and over and over again. Natsu here trying to make a play. And Power here forced to flash. Maokai in a little bit of danger, but we've got the Ornn ultimate in range. And that's going to be the Feats of Warfare taken by the Garen. And JoJo just winning that trade in the bot lane. The current call, fantastique. Yeah, so far, love it. I mean, BB down 40 CS. That's insane, bro. That's a 1.1k gold difference. Maga unfortunately going down, but I mean, hey, the gold lead was short up, even though Garen is down 3 waves, like almost close to 3 waves. Those kills now has the Merc Treads and an extra Ruby Crystal, so it looks like it's gonna be Collector first. It does make sense. The Amumu is going the squishy no me. So he's just basically gonna be one of those hardened, again, training dummies. This has to be a little bit careful. Mundo isn't that weak. Though the Brittle is very good against Mundo because it does percent health max damage. Percent max health damage, sorry. Not percent health max damage. I don't know what the hell that is. Alright, and Power just doing his best to farm. Just being as annoying as he can. Got the Phage, so whenever he hits something, he's gonna be walking fast. I mean, so far, Twitch has attack speed, Jhin has AD, so you know, we don't want to click to see how much AD, okay, so Twitch has 91 AD, Jhin has 150, so, Jesus. Woo! A nice combo here! Raffic's here forced to ult to save himself. And yeah, things not really going well here for the Twitch Lulu combo. But Bax is making his way into the bot lane. A nice interrupt here. And Natsu gonna be able to get in. Doesn't have the Curse of the Sad Mummy because he was... JoJo here able to dodge out on some important stuff. Lulu is gonna die. No, she's not. Zuru able to close the gap. But Wish Faker gets a double kill. And the Hui kind of popping off, but the Garen kind of having fun in the mid lane, taking some G's. Twitch being down 50 CS feels bad at this point of the game. Garen almost having taken. Yep, essentially Power just gets to assassinate Natsu because he went AP and yep, just walks away. Okay, but Liandry finish here for both junglers. There's a 1-to-1 advantage, but oh. Okay, Power just disrespecting the Hui a little bit too much. As long as we can steal one grub, that's all that really matters. JoJo might be in a little bit of trouble, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be the Void Grubs for Dragon Trade, but switched up this time. So no Grublings again this game. But we are officially with that. We are officially just one objective away from the Feats of Strength being taken here by the side of DME. DME lost the Feats last game, but it didn't really matter because JoJo and Power kind of just brute forced the win. Okay, the Hollow Radiance here for Zeus really putting in some work. We got about an almost 800 gold lead. Only one plate has gone down on the side of DME, while multiple plates, like 1, 2, 3, 6 plates. So that's like a 500 gold deficit just by itself, and then you take you look at the farming. Namundo really trying to get towards his next item, but now the I'm just laughing on the Orn, just having fun.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Yeah, Bauer takes a lot of damage from trying to farm. Okay. We're just farming it up, Mundo with some decent wave clear. But now we're looking to get on BB. And yeah, JoJo has to be a little bit careful. And yeah, that's gonna be the first turret. That's gonna be the feats of strength taken. And that is super helpful for Garen, because now with that magic, with that upgrade to the boots, once he gets it, that super magic damage shield, that's gonna be fantastic. And yeah, Rafik's not having a good series. Natsu now trying to get a bit tankier. Bax is gonna answer with a turret of his own. But, I mean, Garen's been getting so many kills that normally what would be a 2,000 plus gold lead, it's mitigated to about 1,000-ish. And the Twitch, well, he's down an entire item plus. Okay, we got the call, the call of the horn of the Orn porn. We got no anti-heal though. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, and that's the power of Garen. Is that not constant silence, not being able to use your abilities? It's just pretty powerful overall. Natsu here trying to run interference. Could be in a bit of danger. Okay, we forced the flash, we forced the teleports. That was kind of worth it, and we get the Amumu ultimate out of it. And that's a Rift Herald. So it's technically gonna be all three feats taken, even though we've already won the feats battle. Yeah, Rafik's just getting. Oh shit! Zeus! The GOAT! What was that? That was fantastic! Just gets the knockup through the stealth! There ain't no escaping that! BB! More like dead meat! Poor BB. BB and Rafik's really having a rough a rough series. Oh, unfortunately, not enough firepower for Zeus on the tank Orn to kill the Hui, but that was close. Forcing the Hui flash was pretty big. And yeah, oh, nah, he is gonna go down. He's gonna take that shutdown though. It is a Mountain Soul, which is very important for both teams. Jin being tanky, Garen being tanky, Hui having some defenses, Twitch having survivability, and of course the tanks just getting tankier. Shit's kind of crazy. But yeah, things are looking bad for the side of Loveit. I guess Loveit forgot to go to McDonald's because they ain't loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm regretting it. Alright, looks like we got the Swifties. Oh, sorry, that's just, we almost have the IE here from Jin. That's kind of crazy. We're still going super crit Garen, even after the crit nerfs. But I guess there's not much else to build on Garen. Because Bruiser doesn't make that much sense. He still has crit scaling, it's just much weaker than he used to be. 2 items already on the Maokai working towards Mercury Treads. And yeah, Power at this point doesn't really care about backs anymore. The 7-1-1. Had a phenomenal game on the Orianna, being able to find backs at key points in the game, solo killing him almost every time. And now Natsu getting turned. This ain't the Natsu from Fairy Tail. This is the Natsu from Dreary Tales. Bottoms. Alright, we're sieging this turret. We don't have our way for wave clear. Oh, are we committing? Nope, we're just doing some damage. Oh, Gidon taking a lot of damage. Forced to use the maximum dosage. But you can see the Hui damage isn't insane. The Jin damage isn't insane right now. That's a double knockup onto BB and Gidon. We get the Nature's Grasp. And now we got the Call of the Forge God onto 3. BB, you're forced to flash. Gonna get caught in the current call. And that's gonna be Jover. It's 20-8. A 5,000 gold deficit. We lose another team fight. And it's just kind of over. Natsu trying to make a play. Gets it. 4-man. For 3-man. Curse of the Sad Mummy. Lex gonna take about 70% of his HP from just 2 turret shots. But, things are looking very grim. I think Faker's dead here. Yeah, I think Faker should just be dead here. Yep. The bag's gonna be able to get another kill. And the ornaments are starting to come out. This is bad. This is very bad. Alright, looks like we're getting the Mosquito upgrade with the... I want to say this is a rapid fire cannon for Jin. The only Zeal item that you should ever buy on Jin is a rapid fire. Either that or a static shiv, but static shiv doesn't build out of Zeal, right? It builds out of Rextrix. So we're just going for 100% crit Jin. So we're likely seeing Zeal. I would love to see Zeal in the Last Whisper. But I understand if instead we just want to do the rapid fire first and then start working the Last Whisper, because let's be honest, there's no armor on anyone. There's no armor on anyone outside of like the Aegis of the Legion. But we're going to be able to steal. We're gonna be able to steal the Scuttle Crab, and that's a start on the Otacon. But I mean, Ruinous when you're so far behind is not amazing. I mean, if they can start securing more objectives, it makes more sense. Power here. Oh, they're calling off. The Otacon is resetting. Hey, things are turning bad. Natsu getting caught again. He's just gonna get kaboomied. And now Rafix and BB gets caught. BB is gonna get shot. And that's an execution. And that's just gonna be the Otacon. Give it away for free. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing that Loveit can do. They're just so far behind. And they're never fighting with backs. This was the problem last game. Backs has all the money. And he's never there. You can be a carry. Jin's worst nightmare. Look, he's got to invest his 4th shot on that pink ward. You don't got to do that quadruple tap. Bam! 4. But yeah, no. Bax having all the money. Bax never being there to team fight. There for some, like, trades and stuff. But never there when it matters. And it just kind of hurts to watch. Yeah, I'd love to see a slash FF, but for competitive integrity, I don't think that's very gudo desu. Alright. JoJo getting another $1,000 worth of AD. That's crazy. Okay, okay, that's a Twitch ult burnt. We get the twisted advance. And now, Natsu with a nice play onto the backline, but there's no damage. Once again, Bax isn't there. He cannot help his team. We're gonna dodge a deadly flourish, but the current call is coming out, and we're looking to get things going. Rafix gonna suicide himself just to get the polymorph, try and save some of his teammates, but gonna get the pill here from Mundo. Hui gets knocked off, and now he's gonna be gone. Mundo turned into Swiss cheese, and that's Hui. Just gone. That's a definitive 2-0, and it wasn't even close. Flextra, oh. Okay, Maokai almost dying. Okay, Zaruka's gonna die to Rat Piss. And, but, okay, I thought the game was over. I dreaded, I'm sorry.
I'll be right under their noses.
Yeah, the draft priority is kind of awkward.
Dominating. Team double kill.
Okay, well, I guess at this point it just doesn't matter. The Garen is so fed. Okay, looks like we're gonna take recalls. We got the rapid fire. Bought a last whisper. Almost bought an extra item here on the Maokai. 3 ornaments are out. Now that's a Black Cleaver plus more here on the Garen. So I guess we're not going to grid build. We're just building the Phantom Dancer just for the ghosting passive. Super helpful to be able to get through stuff without having to worry about anything. Mundo is still on 1 item. Ornn almost on 3. Yeah, Twitch just finished his 2nd. Jin's almost finished his 4th. Things are just not looking good. That's going to be Baron Nashor. We got Otacon. We got the Ruinous Otacon, so this Baron buff is going to be even more OP. It's going to be like, what, 70-something AD or something? That's going to be kind of crazy at the end of the day when you figure, sorry, 62.5 AD instead of 50. And yeah. Yeah, the 4th shot here from Flex doing about 900 damage already. So that's a little bit cray-cray. Maokai now finishing the Unending Despair. Not too trying. He trying, but he had a pretty good first game. 2nd game didn't look so clean. We're looking to get onto Flex, but it just doesn't matter. 4th shot to the face. Now BB, oh. Okay, that's BB's ultimate. But BB's not at the point in the game where he doesn't have damage to get stuff done. And yeah, looks like Hui is trying. Has that 3 items. Does a lot of damage, has good wave clear, but the Nature's Cross is coming up, and the Rat Piss isn't gonna be enough. He gets taken down, and now BB is the last hope, and he's gonna get shot down by Maokai, and that's just gonna be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. A definitive 2-0 by, oh, never mind. Did him respawn? No, the turret respawn. Wait, what?
Blue team has scored an ace.
Huh? Oh, the visual bug. I couldn't see. And that's gonna be Jojo Flex ending the series! 2-0, fantastic carry on his Jhin, on his Vayne. That's a jungle gap, a bot gap, a mid gap, a support gap, a 80 carry gap, a everything gap. It's a team gap, ladies and gentlemen. The draft for love it, more like regret it. Cause at the end of the day, I don't know what the hell we watch, but if you're gonna put all the money on your carry, you gotta make sure your carry is with the team when you team fight. You cannot team fight at a gold disadvantage when you got no gold. GG, well played to DME Flextra, taking the easy 2-0 against Love It this week. Alright. Alright, so for those interested, if you didn't catch the entirety of the live stream, the VOD will be up tomorrow on at 10 a.m. on the Fallen Sanctum YouTube channel. So go check it out if you haven't already. Drop a follow to me and Jonas if you enjoy these bilingual co-streams. And they're a lot of fun. We'll be doing a lot more in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. Thank you guys for watching the stream as always. Y'all motherfucking Giga Chats. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Ciao, bye now.